guys, I just got my gimbal, the Feiyu a1000. I'm very excited to go home and unbox this. So it's my first time experiencing a gimbal. I don't know what to expect, but I am for sure very excited. I look forward so much to this day. So finally I've made the decision to drive over to the camera shop and purchase this gimbal. So now I'm driving back home and I'm going to do an unboxing video, and I'll see you guys soon. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today is a very happy day because I am going to be unboxing something very interesting. And you guessed it right, the gimbal. So I've made the decision to purchase the Feiyu a1000 because of a few reasons. The number one reason is because of the price. It is very affordable. And number two is you get a lot of things, a lot of technology with the amount of price you pay. And the third one is the design of the gimbal itself. So if you can see on the arms over here, the gimbal's second motor is actually slightly tilted towards the bottom so that it doesn't block your camera's LCD. So I've gotten myself a knife. I'm going to be cutting off the seal and I'm going to be removing I think it's the bag out from the box. So let's see. So this is the seal, right? Shows that it's pretty new. It's brand new actually. So I'm officially cutting off the seal right now. Okay, knife aside for safety purposes. So it's pretty tight. Oh, okay, alright. So now, wow. So once you open it up, whoa, look at that. So I'm sure this is the instructions, which we are not going to cover. So let's put this down. And inside here is the product itself. So first Velcro, second Velcro, and third Velcro. And here we go. So these are all the things that you get when you purchase the gimbal. So this is for you to put on the bottom of the gimbal, right? That's the first thing you get. Secondly, you get 4 batteries, rechargeable batteries, and each time you only use 2, and the other 2 is for spare. Okay, and you also get a charging dock, right? So this is for you to charge your battery. And here, this is the box. Now, in here, it's all the cables where you can connect to the charging dock to charge your battery, and also a few cables for Sony or Panasonic camera to use the shuttle so that you can control your camera when you are mounting it on the gimbal. So I'm quite excited because this is my first time. Now, the next one would be the handle. This is the handle. Right, so this is the handle, this is the cover to cover the electronic connection between the gimbal and the holder. So I'm going to put this back, okay. And the next thing you get is the gimbal itself. So this is the gimbal. Okay, so we're going to put this down. Alright. So remove this, and oops, that's the cover. This is the gimbal. Okay, so like this. Okay, it's very smooth, very smooth. It's quite heavy actually. Not really that heavy, but it feels premium. So I've watched a lot of video, and I don't even need to look at the manual to know how to fix it. So all you do is to put the connector together, and then there's these four screw that you insert into the hole. And it's in. You just sort of mount it in and you screw it until it's tight. Alright. It's all tight right now. So once it's all tight, it is good to go. So on the bottom, this cover is for you to put in your battery. So let's see, put in the battery. Okay. Alright. I have my knife with me. Cut. Alright. Okay. So the battery is out. Put it in here. So that's the positive and the negative. And then so here. Right. So okay. It's quite tight. Alright. So here we go. The gimbal. I think it's about 1 kilogram, and on the bottom you can mount in the tripod, and here we go. That's the gimbal. Now I purchased this gimbal for my Sony a6500, which I'm using it to record this video right now. So I don't have a spare camera with me. I do have a spare camera with me, and it's actually a smaller camera. So I'm going to try it on that camera first and see how it goes. Alright, stay tuned. So guys, I have my camera with me. This is my my work camera, which I use it for random shots. And it's very light, it's about 400 over grams. Now this is the gimbal. It's all set up nicely. You can see that it's very smooth. It's the spinning motor. Alright, so the first thing, I think according to the video, is to mount, of course, to mount your camera like that. Oh, it's like this. Okay. Okay, right, I think we're good to go. I think so. I may be wrong. So where's the power button? Alright, the power button is here. I'm gonna hold it and we'll see how it works. Okay, let's try. Whoa, here we go, guys. I don't know. So, I don't know. How am I supposed to control this? Okay, I think it's supposed to be this side. This side. Okay. Alright. Interesting. Hey guys, as you can see, I'm having some trouble fixing the gimbal yesterday. So what I did was I came back from work and I spent some time trying to understand how it's been done. So I sort of figured it out. Now fixing it is very simple, but to tune it is not that easy. All you need to do is to understand a couple of few simple steps. First, you have to tune the first dial over here, which is to set the camera towards the front or the back to get the balance. So in order to get this balance, you need to make sure that the lens is facing front and it's not going anywhere. So by doing this, you just unscrew this and then you either push it to the front or to the back to get it all balanced. Once it's balanced, you tighten it up, and if you face it to the front, it doesn't move anywhere. So you know that it's pretty well balanced already. Now the second thing is the screw on the first motor on the front over here. In order to balance this, it's very simple. You tilt your camera down, make sure the lens is facing down on the table, and if it goes up, you know it's not balanced. You just unscrew this, push it towards the back, and then you tighten it up. Once it's tightened up, you put the camera like this, facing down. It's not going anywhere, so you know it's pretty much very well balanced. In order to see whether if it's really balanced or not, just twist the camera to the top. If it's not, going anywhere. If you twist to the front, not going anywhere. Twist it down, not going anywhere. You know it's well balanced. So once the first two is done, you focus on the third one. So the third dial is over here, which is on the second motor. You want the camera to be flat like this. You don't want it to go right or left. So in order to get it very well balanced, you just unscrew this dial. You either push it to the left or right. So if it goes too much towards the right side, just unscrew this and push towards the left, and then lock it up, and then it's all ready to go. It's all balanced. So how do we know it's all balanced? You twist it to the left, it stays, and then you twist on the right, it stays. You go down, it stays. You know it's well balanced. All right. So we are almost there. Now the last one, which is the screw over here. In order to balance this, it's very simple. You hold the entire gimbal, and then you place the camera facing down. Facing to the side like this, and it's supposed to be balanced. If it goes down or goes towards the front, you just need to unscrew this. Either you push it back or push it front until it's all well balanced like this, and you know you are done. And you put the gimbal back on the table like this, and all you need to do is press on the power button. Here we go, we're all ready. So you hold the gimbal. This is the tilt, look at that, and this is the pan. Left side, right side. Now the next thing I want to share is about the function button. So now the function button over here, which is you can use your thumb to press on it. If you press once, the camera stays in this position no matter where you go. Even if you tilt and you pan, it doesn't go anywhere. It will just stay put. Focus on the subject that you are shooting. Now to reset this, it's very simple. Double tap the button on the front. Everything's back to square one. And then if you tap twice on the function button, it's lock mode. So lock mode meaning to say the camera will follow where you go. So if you tilt down, the camera will follow you. If you pan it to the left, it will follow you to the left, and if you go to the right, it will go to the right as well. So that's the lock mode if you press twice. So press the button, the front button twice, you reset everything back to original. And if you click 3 times, it is selfie mode. Automatic pan to the back, so you can take your selfie. Once you're done, double tap the front button, it goes back to the original position. And the next one will be 4 taps or 4 times. You have a beep. Now this is for your time lapse. So once you hear the beep, you position the camera to the first point that you want to shoot. Hold it for 0.5 seconds. Let it go. Press one more time. That's the starting point, and then you twist the camera to the ending point. Half a second, and it's set. So you press the button again. You'll go to the starting point, and you'll start the panning and tilting. Right, and once it's done, you will go back to the original position. It's very cool. It's very easy. It's very simple, and the speed of the panning and tilting can be set in the mobile app. All you need to do is to download the app called Feiyu On. It's iOS and Android compatible. So once you download that app, you can control most of the function by using the app from your mobile. So once it's done, it goes back to original position, and you can continue using the gimbal. And the next thing, which is the joystick, you can actually tilt down or tilt up. I set it to very slow. I don't think you can see the movement in the screen, but it's actually moving, right? So it's very easy. Double tap, goes back to original. And the last one is you press the function button for 5 times, which is to reinitialize it to original. So sometimes when you use your gimbal for a long time, or maybe you haven't used it for a long time, it gets disoriented a little bit. So you want to reinitialize it. So you press 5 times. You hear a beep, everything goes off. You place the gimbal on the table like this, flat. So like so. Let me show it to you. Like that. Flat, and then you see there's a 3 flash of blue lights. 3 flash meaning to say everything is reset. Pick it up again, and then you press on the function button, and everything goes back to original. So that's how you reinitialize the gimbal. So it's very easy, it's very straightforward, it's simple to use. Even the app is so easy to understand, everything is in English, and I'm sure someone like me, if I can take 1 or 2 hours to understand the entire thing, I'm sure you can do that as well. Now we have I've shared a lot of good stuff or good things about this gimbal. Now let's talk about a few things that are towards the disadvantage. And I think that the holder for the gimbal is slightly too small, the area for us to hold. So if you hold it towards the upper part, you may tend to press on the joystick or the button over here. So most of the people will hold on the bottom, and maybe the second arm will hold on the tripod. But if you hold it towards the bottom, it's quite heavy and it's quite taxing on your arm. So I'm not sure how the most of the YouTubers go about it, or the photographers go about it. But what I did was I came up with an idea whereby I used a cycling bar tape to roll a few rounds on the top part over here without touching the buttons, so it gets slightly thicker towards on this part. If you can see over here, slightly thicker. All right, yep. So a few rounds, slightly thicker, about 1.5 inch. So now whenever I hold the gimbal, I'm able to hold on the upper part. So if you hold on the upper part, it is less strain on your arms. So you hold on the upper part, probably about 3 fingers holding on this thick area, and you can see it's very it's easier, it's lighter, and the second arm can just hold on the bottom. Then I can do my movement, and I can shoot any video I want. So if I want to press the button, I can just use my ring finger. Here we go, right? And if I use joystick, just put down my hands, and then I just use joystick and double tap original position, and I can just do my shooting, right? Now the second disadvantage of this gimbal is the sliding plate over here. It's because the sliding plate is maybe about 2 inches, and if you have a normal camera like this, it's fine because you can place it on towards the center of the plate, and you lock it. The clamp sort of clamp the entire surface of the plate. But if you have a front heavy camera, maybe you change a longer lens. So if it's front heavy, it tends to go down, tilt down, so you need to unscrew this and push it towards the back. So whenever you push it towards the back, the plate sort of follows the camera, and then once you're balanced, when you locked it, the clamp only clamp half the plate. So because it's clamping on a half of the plate, it gets loose easily. And I think the only solution is to find a longer plate. So I'm not sure where I can get it. Probably I'll spend some time online to do some research and see whether I can find it or not. So if you have a longer plate, even though if you shift it towards the back, you still can lock it and it will still clamp full plate. So if it's full plate, I think it won't get loose that easy. So that's our 2 areas that I think Feiyu Tech can improve it a little bit on the next version. But overall, it's a very good experience. It's my first time with the gimbal, and I've done some shots yesterday. I'll put it on a video later on, and let's and see how nice the video is. So if you guys are considering on purchasing this gimbal, I think you should go for it, because it's quite worth it. If you want a better one, a more expensive one, which is the Xeon or the DJI Ronin S, if you have the budget, why not go for a better one? But if you're on a low budget, you want to get an entry level and still a very good quality gimbal, the Feiyu Tech a1000 is pretty good actually. It's pretty good, right? So until then, I'll see you on the next video. Happy shooting, guys. Bye bye.